Hi, welcome back. Welcome to this forecourt film for our fantastic 2007 Audi A6 Avant. Avant meaning estate in Audi language. This is the top of the range 3.0 TDI diesel 6-cylinder model. Comes with Quattro all-wheel drive and Tiptronic gearbox. This was the top of the range at the time of sale for this model, and we also then had the further upgrade of the car being full Le Mans specification. The Le Mans models were brought out to commemorate Audi's back-to-back victories with TDI technology at Le Mans, and the sort of level of specification sort of built on the original S-Line models, which was the sort of sports models at the time, and gave additional specifications such as metallic paint, also the comfort package, which featured heated front seats, full leather sport seats and rear parking sensors as well. And then the Le Mans itself had a couple of additional options, like the alloy wheels here that you see that were fitted to the RS4 at the time. So these wheels are 19-inch and came fitted to this car. A couple of little tweaks, just some small Le Mans badging on there, but ultimately, like I said, just sort of based on an S-Line with additional specification. This car has been upgraded further with the visibility package, which gives adaptive xenon headlights at the front. And you also have LED rear lighting as well, so small ones on the rear cluster, which is how you can tell if the car has xenon headlights or not. So obviously it's quite difficult to see in this sort of daylight, but you basically have an LED sort of set up there on the lighting. The car is in absolutely stunning condition, bought directly from the previous owner, who's just upgraded it with a slightly newer version, and has really kept the car very nicely indeed. The mileage is just over 69,000 miles. It's been fully serviced all the way through. Absolutely anything that's needed to be done has been done, and from having a look at the sort of exterior and interior of the car, you can just see how well it has been kept. Very nice condition indeed. These models are actually getting harder and harder to find with genuine low mileage. Like I said, 69,000 miles. This is certainly one of the lowest available for this for this sort of age of car at the time of advertising. Round to the front, obviously you are going to get the odd small stone chip and things like that from a car that's done a few miles, but certainly nothing excessive, and they've all been sort of treated and looked after there as well. The wheels, I think two of them have some very light curb damage, but they're very light and just on the absolute edges there. The front wheel on the passenger side is absolutely fine. There's no dents or marks or anything like that down the passenger side, as we'll see here. Back bumper is completely free of any major marks. Obviously, again, very slight scratching, sort of loading marks and things like that, which we will have machine polished. Might not get rid of them all completely, but again, very good, and that none of them have actually broken the paint. Back to this wheel here, again, just been touched up just in the corner. The rest of the wheel all in very good condition. And again, down the driver's side, you can see the paintwork gleaming beautifully. All very nice. There's a tiny shallow dent just up here, but otherwise very good. Just have a quick look inside. The interior has been beautifully cared for. Fantastic sport seats here in the front. You have S-Line embossing up at the top. Only a very minimal amount of bolster wear. Again, certainly nothing excessive considering the age and mileage. And all carpets and everything like that are all in lovely condition. Controls over here for your front and rear windows. You also have independent child locks, which is a great idea. I'm not quite sure why more cars don't have those. So if you've got a child behind the driver, then you can literally just lock that one off. And if an adult's in the opposite seat, then you can just obviously give them full control as normal. Power folding door mirrors, a great option on these cars, but again, not as standard. And this car's also been upgraded with a Bose surround sound system, which is absolutely fantastic. Fantastic quality that you get from there. Round to the back seats, all absolutely beautiful. No kick marks or anything like that on the back of the seats. Again, you can just see how well it's been cared for. Lovely stitching on the leather, everything as it should be. You've got additional heating vents up in the back here to allow full-blown airflow all the way through, and a charging socket as well. Just jump in put the key in the ignition. Car's also been upgraded with the Communications Pack 2, which is a full media package and satellite navigation package that came that was on offer at the time. We also have a colour driver's information system here, where you can cycle through all of the different things. We have obviously a digital speedometer, and then a breakdown of all of your miles per gallon and everything like that. Distance until empty, and obviously showing which gear you're in. Again, while we're in here, we'll see that the mileage is 69,283. Across to the main screen up here. Car's been enhanced with DAB digital radio. Again, a very nice option to have, which was not standard at the time. And then we also have the full media connections, so CD and also Audi music interface, which is based in the glove box over here. You can connect, hardwire connect an iPod or an iPhone or something like that, or any actual MP3 player into the Audi music interface, and then have all the track names and everything like that display up on the screen, which is quite good. And then also a 6 CD auto changer as well, which is built into the glove box. So that's how you access these two. And then come through, we've got full European satellite navigation. Very nice and easy to use. Works all across Western Europe, and is all updated and works as it should. We also have full traffic reports for the area in which you're in, and then also a setup for the car as well. So this is essentially a control panel. You can come in here and make changes to the car in terms of things like the sound that the parking sensors make, how loud they are. We also have background lighting setting. Essentially just underneath here is some LED lighting, which sort of floods down at night and looks really smart. And then you can set up everything else about the car as well, how long the lights stay on for when you get out and lock it, etc. Service interval display will show that the next service is not due until 10,600 miles or 401 days, whichever one comes soonest. So absolutely nothing for the new owner to do there. And we've also just put a brand new MOT on the car as well, so that's all up to date and ready to go. And then also your telephone settings are all done through here via Bluetooth, or you can also in the front center armrest have a cradle for your phone, which charges and uses at the same time. Lots of handy storage compartments, cup holders, additional charging sockets all the way through, ashtray and everything like that here. Across to the steering wheel, we've got paddle shift for the Tiptronic gearbox. It's left for down and right for up, and also volume control knob and things here for all of your media settings. Further spec includes things like cruise control. We also have automatic headlights, automatic windscreen wipers, and an auto dimming rearview mirror as well as everything else, and a full interior lighting package. So we have illuminations for the vanity mirrors, and again further LED lighting here that at night this will come down and sort of flood the gearbox area here with light, and looks very smart. This is all the control unit for the sat nav and for your phone. And then we also have dual zone climate control over here, so separate temperature settings for driver and passenger. And we also have heated seats, which I think are 6-stage on these. Yes, 5-stage even. 5-stage heated seats for driver and passenger as well, which is all nice and easy to use. In terms of the condition on the inside, absolutely perfect. There's no marks on the dashboard here, as you can see. Again, the passenger seat all in very good condition. If I was going to be hugely critical, all I would say is just that there's a little bit of wear to these buttons, these two buttons here. Otherwise, the rest of them are all absolutely fine. But like I said, that is being sort of hypercritical, really, when you consider the age and mileage for the car. Be quiet. Round to the back, absolutely enormous boot. The nice thing about this car is it does not have an electric tailgate. All very nice idea when the cars are brand new, but I've seen them sort of getting a little bit old and tired, and I actually much prefer not having the electric tailgate on the car, because if it does fail, then it's very hard to use. It doesn't sort of have a manual override function to it, so I think it's probably quite a good plus point that we don't have a electric tailgate on the back. But huge amount of space in the back here, as you'd expect, and all of the control units and everything like that down there for the navigation and the Bose system, and then you have a wheel underneath there. That's a full-size spare wheel on this car as well. So yeah, absolutely beautiful condition. These cars drive just beautifully, absolutely perfect. Huge amounts of performance. and relatively good fuel economy. I took one of these identical cars across Europe a couple of years ago, and really can't think of a better car to have used. It was beautifully comfortable, nice and quick, and relatively economical as well. The Quattro four-wheel drive system is amazing in the wet and in the dry as well. Obviously, it's a huge amount of power to put down onto the road, so it's quite nice to have the sure-footed sort of Quattro system there. If you have any further questions, or you'd like any more detail on any part of the car, then please don't hesitate to ask us. Our website address is jajarvis.co.uk, and you can speak to us about finance proposals, or also if you have a part exchange to value, we'd be more than happy to help. Thank you very much again for watching, and we will see you next time.